Well, good morning, everyone. All righty, it looks like we are live on all platforms. It is, what is today? Friday, March 14th. And it is rainy here in California, in Los Angeles. So it's a little chilly, it's a little wet, but it's a good day. So much winning going on. So send me a message in the chat if you're on TikTok or Rumble or X or YouTube or Facebook. Let us know. Let me know where you are located. Would love to say good morning. So we're getting people piled in here. All right, let's see here. Let's see. We're waiting for Dave and for Alex. Oh, wait a minute. I think Stan here. Hey, Tracy Fagan's here. Hey, Tracy. I'm glad you could make it from Ireland. Wonderful. Let's say, oh, MMA is here. Good morning, MMA. Let's see here. We've got, all righty. I think we've got Dave. I think I saw his name. Hold on here, everybody. Hey, Wendy from Memphis is here. Hold on, Dave. I'm trying to get you and Alex here. Oh, here we go. Okay. There's one. I thought I saw Dave in here. Well, good morning.
That's not Dave.
No, I'm trying to get you guys on here. Hold on one second. I'm trying to find Dave. Oh, there he is. Okay. He was hiding from me. There we go. I think we got him that time. There we go. That should work. All righty. Well, good morning, Alex. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, guys. What's up?
Oh, well, just getting warmed up here. It's rainy and cold here in Los Angeles, California. But
you need rain out there.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? But why? They're just going to let it run off into the Pacific anyway, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Jeez. Love that background, Dave. It looks great.
Thank you.
So, all right, let's say hello to some morning people here. We have PJ Party is here. Glad you could make it, PJ Party. Thank you for the kind words. We have Deborah Robinson is here from Mississippi. Welcome, Deborah. MMA from the Overcast in the Mid-Atlantic. Oh, PJ Party lives in Ventura County here in California. Welcome. I didn't realize that, PJ Party. Glad you could make it. So tell me, guys, how is your morning proceeding so far?
Yeah, I mean, I woke up. I have air in my lungs to breathe and a voice to help. It's a great day, Sam.
Yep, it is. It is. Dave, how are you this morning?
Preparing for that storm of the 17 states
Right.
coming through pretty soon. So tonight after 6, I call it anytime. So.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
An interesting number, 17 states. Huh. What do you know about that?
I've been ready for that storm for a long time.
Yeah, you and me both. In fact, that was the title of my dispatch this morning. Storm incoming. So I think,
right.
All right, Kimberly's here from California. Hey, Kimberly.
Gold is down.
Oh, it is?
$6 to $3,000.50.
Wow. Incredible. So everybody on TikTok, if you would double tap that screen, share this live out. If you would like to join or contribute to our daily goal, that would be wonderful. And as always, we do have subscriptions available now on TikTok. If you're on X, YouTube, Facebook, or Rumble, send us a message in the chat and let us know where you're located. So Franny Dragonfly is here. Hey, Franny. Glad you could make it. Our Jeff Coat just sent a heart me. Thank you, our Jeff Coat. All right, well, let's just dive in here, guys. We've got President Trump expecting to invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. supposedly going to increase the speed of deportations. Now, I wonder if this has anything to do with the second Article 2 of the Constitution, which gives incredible amounts of power to the executive branch. What do you guys think? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it says here to invoke Wartime Alien Enemies Act to carry out deportations to Gitmo.
Interesting. Very
30,000
interesting.
extra beds.
Exactly. Hey, we have over on YouTube, we have You Dig Entertainment. Trump, the best thing since sliced bread. Democrats failed Americans. Isn't that the truth?
I don't know if you guys have seen or heard the story, but the app that was given to those that were coming into the States gave them guidance and all the things they needed to come in, make a final destination, and this and that and the other. Well, Trump has now reversed that app, and those that want to use the app to self-deport, it makes it easier for them. So,
yeah, exactly. I mean, the fact that we had an app from the previous administration that was bringing illegals in illegally into America, dispersing them throughout the country, and then on top of it, giving them how many thousands of dollars per month to use when we have homeless veterans on the street. I mean,
think about this guy. You guys heard of a country not taking back their people since the beginning?
No.
So why is the importance of going to Gitmo?
Well, again, who's actually going to Gitmo, I guess, is the question.
Right. Who doesn't want a direct flight to their homeland, let alone stopping at Gitmo?
Exactly.
Andra and Rick said, Canadian here, are we welcome? We welcome everybody. All colors, creeds, national origins. We are a non-discriminatory group of good guys.
Right. And, you know, I've had a lot of discussions with people in Canada, and by far, the majority of them favor some sort of union with the United States. I mean, I'm sure you have some out there that are screaming and yelling about it, but I don't see any downside for them. I mean, President Trump even said they can keep their national anthem and just be a state anthem. I mean, how much more does he have to do to convince these people to have a better life, right? So, Kip, let me see here, guys. Let me do a little house cleaning. So, Franny Dragonfly, good morning. I'm married to Bob from Ohio. Hey, I'm married to Bob. Glad you can make it. Geez, we got some trolls in here again. One of them, I'm sorry, I just got to read. Oh, I won't read it, but it's just a crack up. Franny Dragonfly sent a bunch of gifts. Thank you. Kimberly sent a donut. Thank you, Kimberly. Martin Dior says, nice glasses. Hey, Christy B, one of our subscribers, is here in Hayesville, Kansas, one of your neighbors, Alex. We have It's a Coup is here. Welcome, It's a Coup. So, as I said, if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out. We're doing a daily donut goal today. It's Friday. I figured it's probably an appropriate day for donuts. I'm hoping you guys agree. We do have subscriptions available on TikTok. And also, if you're on X, YouTube, Facebook, or Rumble, send us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button. Christy B, thank you for all the donuts. What a pleasure.
Look
Thank
your
you.
Screen, Sam.
What's that?
Mirror your screen.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shoot. Gosh, you think I'd remember. There we go. How's that?
The masses.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even catch that. My apologies.
I didn't flip mine. Can you still read it?
Lions, not sheep.
There we go. I like that. So we have Matt Garfield, one of our subscribers here. Didn't know Alex was from Kansas. Hello, fellow Sunflower Stater, he said.
I'm in the southeast corner. I'm a little ways away from you in Hayesville.
Well, but Kansas is Kansas, baby. That's America as far as I'm concerned.
It's a big state.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've driven through there.
Iowa. It's bigger than Iowa.
What? Oh, is Iowa actually a state or a kind of a territory?
Yeah.
It's Get on Dave Day.
That's right. What's better? We'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So Jimmy 2 Stars just sent some donuts. Thank you, Jimmy 2 Stars.
Okay.
So Warren Buffett comes out yesterday and makes a statement, and he said that President Trump is making the, quote, best financial decisions for America in 50 years. And then on top of that, there is a lot of chatter that he's selling off one of his real estate divisions. Now, if that's true, he's sitting on $350 billion in cash. He's selling off some of his real estate holdings. What does that equal? That equals an adjustment, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Same thing we talked about yesterday, Berkshire Hathaways and everyone pulling assets back into cash. They do that because when the markets take a hit, it lessens their exposure to that downturn by moving it to cash. Two, now they have cash in hand to scoop up the cheap assets.
Exactly. And he's not the only one doing it. We have Bezos selling Amazon stock. We have Zuckerberg selling Meta stock over the last year. All of them are preparing for something. The question is, when's it going to hit? And where are we at on the stock market today, Alex?
Right now, well, it hasn't opened yet this morning, so we don't have any ups, downs, whatever. Well,
oh no, it should be open.
It's open, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're S&P is up 99. Dow is up 540. NASDAQ is up almost 400.
Wow, interesting. What about Bitcoin today?
Where are we sitting this morning?
Up
Bitcoin
4% to 84,000. My favorite XRP is up 3% at 237.
Wow. All right, so we're on an upswing. Tina is here. She said, "Good morning, guys. You have such beautiful backgrounds." Exactly. Wyatt Earp is here. Hey, good morning, Wyatt Earp. We have Kulul Idhaha. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry if I just butchered that. He said it's at 82,000. Looks like it's gone up is already. That's incredible. So I guess
it says 84.8 thousand.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, let's see if I always look for the difference between the stock market and Bitcoin. I personally would rather see the stock market go down and Bitcoin go up, but it seems sometimes they seem to be related at some level. What do you guys think?
You have whales in crypto, like you have whales in the stock market. And so, somebody comes in and buys, several $100 million worth of something, it's going to affect the price. And so I guess you see all the sell-offs that are happening, and people pulling back into cash. Well, are they pulling back into cash and dumping into crypto? And maybe that's, you just don't, I don't know.
Well, I heard now that gold is at 3,000 an ounce, that it now has a market cap of 20 trillion. What is the market cap of Bitcoin? Do we know that?
Market cap right now is sitting at 1.7 trillion.
Okay. So it's making progress. It's moving up.
It depends, again, day over day, the amount. I've seen it fluctuate, and it's the same with like any of the cryptos. You'll watch Tether and XRP swap places. Both of them, like right now, XRP is fourth at 138 billion. And Tether is third at 143 billion. But on a heavy XRP day, they swap places. So from day to day, you don't know. You don't know what the volume is going to be, which dictates market cap.
Right. Hey, Tanya Moonshuber is here. Good morning, Tanya. Excuse me.
DJ, hold your gold.
PM Hughes said, will we always have the stock market in the future? That's a very good question. I think we will have some semblance of a stock market, but I think it's going to look dramatically different. In my opinion, the stock market has been manipulated and controlled by the one percenters for decades. We're moving into a time where transparency and honesty is moving back into the monetary system. So will we always have a stock market? Probably. Is it going to look significantly different than it does today? I would guess it would be. What do you think, Alex?
I think transparency vitiates fraud.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whether it's in the monetary system, the political system, the agriculture, everything, right?
You know, we were kind of talking about everybody coming over and liking what Trump's doing from Facebook and all that. Well, Chuck Schumer said he's going to be backing the bill, the spending bill now.
Exactly. Well, they back themselves into a corner. If they shut down the government, Doge has free reign. I mean, almost uncontrollably. They don't want to see that happen. So now you have a situation where if they do wind up funding it through, there's going to be some more checks and balances. What are your thoughts on it, Alex?
Again, checks and balances and transparency is the only way forward, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I mean, it is our business, right? The United States is our business. So
absolutely.
Everything should be exposed.
And I think that's the direction we're going. Alex, when they talk about tokenization, what does that exactly mean?
Tokenization of assets
is it putting it on the blockchain?
Right. And so I don't have a crystal ball. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion and seeing where Web3, if you're not familiar with what Web3 is, do a little digging, and tokenization and blockchain technologies and smart contracts and this whole cryptography world. I think, again, going back to transparency vitiates fraud, everything that is written to the blockchain is there forever. There is no keystrokes I can delete it. There is no adding things that don't exist, right? So I believe there will come a time in the not too distant future where everything that we do will be based on smart contracts, tokenization, and putting things on a blockchain. Which blockchain will that be is yet to be determined. I think the functionality and utility of each one of the blockchains is a little different. Some are faster, some are slower, some are more, there's more utility to them than others. And so a day will come when you go to buy a car or you go to buy a house. Sam has a house for sale. I say, hey, Sam, I want to buy your house. He says, okay, it's, $400,000. I say, okay, great. Here is the down payment. Here is the monthly payments. Here is what. Sam puts his signature on it. The title goes onto the blockchain. The money, the frequency of payments, if there is, all goes onto the blockchain. And then there's no need for title insurance. There's no need for a lot of the things that we go through, red tape.
The bureaucracy.
Right. Well, exactly. And so if we choose to do transactions between each other, one of the biggest things that they demonized in the beginning of the crypto existence was, criminals are using it. Well, they're using it because of the anonymity. They can do business and not have to worry about, am I doing it with this person, that person? Does this person know? Did I get this license? Did I this? Did I that? Did I this? And I think, again, going to that type of open market, open transaction scenario, it's trackable, it's traceable, it's viewable, but it's non-fungible, which means you cannot change it. Once it's set, it's set. And so if Sam and I agree that we're gonna do a deal, we can do that deal, and it's non-editable, right? And the other beautiful thing about that is our current centralized banking system. We've watched it for decades, where what happens when to create more money. They simply, oh, look, there's quantitative easing. Let's send money to Gambia.
Right.
Oh, let's create some more money. You can't do that on a blockchain.
Right. Exactly. Britt Child says, I love what Trump is doing. Thank God for our president. Amen, Britt. Absolutely agree. We have, hey, Share Baby 29's here, one of our subscribers. M sent a heart me. Todd Tronson sent a heart me. Thank you, Todd. It's appreciated. Todd Tronson sent a whole bunch of donuts as well. Thanks, Todd. So yesterday, Kash Patel announced that he's subpoenaing Judge Juan Merchan's daughter's company to investigate possible financial gains tied to her dad's prosecution of President Trump. How many more of those are we going to see in terms of NGOs, in terms of, go ahead, Alex.
What else did he announce, Sam?
What? Tell me.
He has brought forth and released, or is to very shortly release, all the documents related to a certain device that was found on January 6th that might go boom.
Oh, right. The pipe bomb. Yep.
Careful what you say on here.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean, at this point, we got to bring the truth. You know what I mean? But yeah, exactly. And then yesterday, it was End Wokeness on X, which it's a really good account on X. You guys, End Wokeness. I would follow them if I was you. They came out and said that egg prices hit a 3-month low. Now, we were talking about the oil going down yesterday. And I saw a statement that I was going to bring up tomorrow, but I'll bring it up today. Since January of this year, crude oil has gone down 14% since January 20th of this year. What are we at today? Has it gone down again today?
Worldwide, it is sitting at $66.98.
Jeez.
Let's see. Brent crude, urban crude, oil prices. There we go. Oil. See, and here's what kills me: oil futures. Anyway, I'll digress. Let's see. 66.99. 13-minute delay in the price.
Interesting. Gas prices going down even further.
But if you look at the chart, let's see. Let's max this baby out. Back in 2022, 118 a barrel.
Wow.
And we're down now. Yeah, it's now, to be fair, since it hit the $100 barrels back in July of 2022, it steadily declined, and I think that was in large part due to the policy to release our strategic reserve. I think it shot back up to $90 a barrel in 2023, and then down to 71 in February 2024, again, releasing more of our reserves. But I think the downturn that we're seeing right now has nothing to do with us releasing more oil. It's us bringing more oil into the market from drilling, not from our strategic reserve.
Right. I agree. Plus, Trump has encouraged OPEC Plus to increase their productivity. I think we lost Dave. I don't know what happened there.
He said sorry.
Okay. So let's get a little housekeeping going on here. Todd Tronson sent a bunch of donuts. Thank you. Hey, one of our subscribers, Dark Horse, is here. Welcome, Dark Horse. Glad you could make it. Good morning. Did I hit a wrong button, Dave? I'm wondering.
I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, you did. Okay, good. As long as it's not my fault. Maddie just sent a Matt hat and mustache. Thank you, Maddie. So again, if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out. If you'd like to contribute to our daily goal of donuts, because it's Friday, we're doing a daily goal of donuts. That would be wonderful. And keep in mind, on TikTok, we do have subscriptions now available, 2 different levels. We'd love to have you be part of our inner circle. And if you're on YouTube, X, Rumble, or Facebook, send us the positive affirmation button. It would be appreciated. Hey, Tam at the ranch is here. Good morning, Tam. Glad you could make it.
PJ Party asks, speaking of gas, when will we see more refineries come back to California and reopen?
Very good point.
Crystal ball, but I would say that, looking at what he's looking at doing in Anwar and the West Coast specifically, I think there's probably a high probability of that actually happening.
Well, it's interesting. We have, if we look at when President Trump came to California during the fires, and he gave two conditions. Number one, turn on the water. Number two, institute voter ID. I think much more was said at that point between him and Newsom. And I think Newsom was given his marching orders. And it sure looks to me like he is capitulating to what President Trump is suggesting. And if you look at it, just from a superficial overview, 40,000 foot view, I think we're moving towards that direction. The refineries are a big part of that. Not to mention the drill, baby, drill. Not to mention causing OPEC Plus to increase their output. All of those things lead towards lower gas prices. Lower energy prices equals an economy boom, at least in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. I mean, the smart thing would be to have refineries in each one of the regions. And then if there was an emergency or something happened, they could fill it and with no problem. Instead of shipping everything down for the most part to Houston and all that. I mean, that's a huge. If there's ever a storm, it sure gets tight.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at, so just a fun fact, 5 years ago, which would have been 4/27, 2020, it hit a low of $12 a barrel.
When was this?
2020.
Oh yeah, right.
And a big portion of that was there was so much being brought into the market that it drove prices to the floor. So
yeah. Except for here in California, where we're paying 60 to 70 cents a gallon in state tax. 60 to 70 cents a gallon. It's
plus federal tax, plus tax.
Exactly.
Tax.
Exactly. Tina Coleman just sent a bunch of donuts. Thank you, Tina. Dark Horse said, when Gavin Newsom is gone. Yes, exactly. What Gavin Newsom is on borrowed time at this point. I'm interested to see whether Kamala is going to try and run, whether Chad, I'm drawing a blank on Chad's last name, the sheriff from Riverside County, whether he's going to run. Rich Grinnell has said he's going to throw his hat in the ring if, in fact, Kamala does run. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Matt Garfield, one of our subscribers, said, move to Kansas, Sam. Hey, believe me, I'm thinking about it.
It's terrible here, Sam. Nobody wants to be or live anywhere in don't know.
Well,
It's terrible.
It's funny you say that because I spent quite a bit of time in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, a couple of years ago, and I just love that area. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyway, it was funny because when I would talk to the locals there, they were super cool. Everybody was nice until they asked me where I was from. They're like, where are you from? I'm like, from California. And their heads kind of went up, their eyebrows went up. And I said, don't worry, I'm not a liberal Californian. I'm conservative. And then all of the walls came down. But I think there's something to be said for that. You have people leaving California in droves. 3 years in a row, more people have left than have come in, which has never happened before in the history of California. But I could see how people in Coeur d'Alene or Kansas or Iowa or wherever would say, wait a minute, if you're coming from California, don't be bringing that ideology here. And I can't blame them.
Yeah, I got some friends that live in St. George, Utah, and they absolutely love it out there.
Right, exactly. Utah's beautiful too. Spent quite a bit of time out there.
Kansas is ugly. It's terrible. It's windy. It's dusty. Nobody wants to.
Dark Horse says, who's a subscriber, he says, we have 3 big refineries here in Utah. Interesting. So we've got a lot of new people piling in today, everybody. So if you're on TikTok, hit that follow button. If you are open to contributing to our daily donut goal, that would be wonderful. And we do have subscriptions. So hit that follow button. And if you have questions, put them in the chat where we do our best to read them all and to answer them as much as possible. And if you're a subscriber, it's much easier for me to see it. So I would encourage you to become a subscriber if you have the ability. Tim R. Coleman said, Tina R. Coleman said, they have tripled the size of our refinery here in my town in Montana. Montana, another wonderful state. I would drive through Montana to get to Coeur d'Alene sometimes, and just a beautiful area. And again, you meet the locals and they're like, where are you from? You just happen to have California plates on your car, the warning signs go up. But rest assured, I am conservative. Rock Hog, thank you for the meme. That's appreciated, the gift, and for the heart meme. So we have, speaking of the state of California, California has to borrow over $3 billion to cover the shortfall in Medi-Cal and the state's Medicaid program. I don't see it. We have to deal with the voting systems here in California before we're going to have any kind of real shot at straightening this state out. And I think that's exactly why President Trump said, you'll get the federal funds as soon as you institute voter ID. And I think this is just my opinion, and I'm sure this is going to be controversial on the left, but we have to have voter ID. You have to have an ID to buy alcohol, to rent a car, to do just about anything as an adult. The fact that we don't have voter ID across the board in all 50 states or 51 or 52 states is just mind-blowing to me. What do you guys think?
I agree. You have to have I had to have an ID to make this purchase, right? Like that's an ID that you have to make a purchase for.
Right.
Speaking of Medicare, Medicaid, I was going to ask you guys, and then I'm probably going to have to run for just a few minutes, but I'll be back, Sam.
Okay.
Right now, the confirmation hearing for Dr. Oz is going on to lead Medicare, Medicaid. Thoughts on Dr. Oz?
Well, I go down a pretty deep rabbit hole with that one. I believe that Dr. Oz has been put under submission or may not be the original. And I think that for whatever reason, President Trump has made that choice. Now, it's probably more likely that he's been put under submission. He's being allowed to do or say things that are promoting President Trump's agenda. But again, whether we ever find out the truth or not, I don't know. But I'm okay with it at this point. What do you guys think?
I'm on the fence, Sam. I'm on the fence.
I can see how you would be.
It's kind of like Canada bringing in a new prime minister that's from the centralized banking system.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how these chess moves play out. So I've got to call the nurse back for my mom.
Go ahead.
Back out shortly.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, see you in a little bit. No, it's I treat that as, well, we put Trump in there for a reason, and we got to have faith. That's his choice, and we have to go with it. I mean, we don't have a choice anyway, but
and also too, Dave, if you look at what happened with Matt Gaetz, he was promoted and then he was pulled out. Could this be another head fake? It could be. Put him up there, something happens, somebody else comes in. We don't know at this point.
Yeah, there was a reason why Matt was put in there, and that was swept under the rug. Now we don't talk about that, do we?
Exactly. Jay Floyd Magus at Four Corners of New Mexico here. Welcome, Jay Floyd. PJ Party said, you can't beat the weather in Cali. Isn't that the truth? Blondie said, Colorado voting needs fixed as well. It does. The United States needs their voting systems fixed, meaning voter ID, meaning, you can't send out however many ballots. I remember in 2020, I was living in Beverly Hills at the time. I got 4 different ballots in the mail. 4 ballots. I mean, talk about ripe for fraud. I don't see how it wouldn't be.
Right.
Tina Coleman said, I agree with you completely with you, Sam. Yeah, it's common sense, you guys. It's common sense to be able to track who's voting, who they are, whether they're a citizen or not, how many times they're voting. And the only way you solve that is with voter ID and, in my opinion, paper ballots. No more of these machines. Get rid of the machines. They got to go. Hey, Choose Your Poisons here. Good morning, Choose Your Poison. Glad you could make it. Believe 994 said Oprah's best friend is a no. I get it. I understand that there are red flags with Oz, but I am confident that Trump and the team know exactly what they're doing. Whether that's with Oz, whether he's a head fake, I couldn't tell you. But I am confident that President Trump knows exactly what he's doing. So if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out. If you can contribute to our daily donut goal, that would be wonderful. And also, we do have subscriptions available on TikTok. Would love to have you be part of our inner circle. Well, as soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we've got a whole bunch of things that we're going to start. There's already a bunch of perks to being a subscriber, and that is it highlights you in the chat, and I can easily see what you're saying, and I can give you a voice here on this show. And if you're on X, YouTube, Rumble, or Facebook, give us the thumbs up or send us a message on one of those platforms if you have a question. So let's see. Sharon Moore, that's a good question about the cooker. Yeah, I agree. But again, has that changed? Has there been something that's been altered to keep that from happening? That's the question. Rock Hog just sent a whole bunch of donuts. Thank you, Rock Hog. That's very sweet. So next point of today, Dave, is we have the acting chief counsel of the IRS was removed from his position yesterday. Boy, so we've got the IRS head leadership being removed. We have up to 50% of the staff being removed, over 120 offices of the IRS being closed right before tax time. What does that tell you?
Yeah, all during their busy time. Apparently, we had a lot of people there that we didn't need, for one thing.
Exactly.
And hopefully the IRS disappears and we change it to the EMS.
Well, and I think that's the direction that we're going. I mean, what did President Trump do? No tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. And now all of a sudden, the next level up is no tax on anybody at 100. Oh, geez, hold on.
Another puzzle?
No, this was a violation warning. So I don't know whether that is going to shut us off or not, guys, but so far we're okay. Anyway, I think that he's leveling up the tax situation to a point where people can accept it. He started off very mildly with no tax on tips, and now we're moving towards 50% of, or I should say, anybody making less than 150,000, no taxes. So I think we're moving in a specific direction. At least that's the way it looks like to me. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, as the tariffs come in, he's going to be clicking one off. I know the majority of them passed already, right, Sam?
Yes.
On the no tax on overtime and all that.
Passed the House, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're moving in the right direction. Bad Cad said, what are your thoughts on Pam Bondi? Well, that's another question that we have with Pam Bondi, Kash Patel. We've got a lot of moving parts in the government right now. And again, I don't think you can come in and just lay waste day one. You have to first of all, you have to do it according to the law. You have to follow the rule of law. And I think that's what Pam is doing. And again, I believe the temperature of the population in America has to be brought up slowly to accept these things, because the levels of cognitive dissonance are so incredible in America right now that you can't drop that frog into a boiling pot of water. He's either going to die or jump out. So I think that's with Pam Bondi, that's part of what's happening is she's leveling up her game as we go. Kash Patel, the same. And as soon as they get to a point where most of the United States population can accept it, I think there's going to be a whole lot more coming. What do you think, Dave?
And Bama Trader just had a question, quick answer. You talk about insurance charge, a penalty if you don't have insurance. I did a quick search and it says if you don't have coverage during the 2022, the fee no longer applies.
Interesting.
So there will not be a penalty on your taxes. That's what the search does, but obviously do your own. But yeah, I love Pam Bondi. I think we should have to have her.
Yeah, exactly.
I think she's going to be a firecracker, and it's going to be fun.
I agree. I'm not worried at all. Hey, 80 Deuce Jeff is here, one of our subscribers. He said, good morning, gentlemen. Sorry I missed most of the show. Earning money over here. Good man. That's what I like to hear. PJ Party said, I got my return fast this year in 2 weeks. Interesting, PJ Party. Very interesting. Wendy said, I didn't hear a violation. So what happens is on my screen, I'll get a warning. There's not much I can do about it. I do my best to choose my words carefully, but if somebody in the live decides they want to mess with us, sometimes that happens. But don't worry about it. We're good for now. Choose Your Poison just sent a whole bunch of donuts and gifts. 80 Juice Jeff just sent a hat and sombrero. Thanks, Deuce. Appreciate it. Lucy Lopez says election topics always get flagged. Well, but I have to give TikTok credit. I've been on consistently now I'm in my third year on TikTok. And in the beginning, it was much bumpier than it is now. I truly believe that some of the algorithms that have flagged conservatives before on TikTok are not doing that now. I think that they are clearing them out. I think that there is much more free speech here on TikTok, just like on X, even on Facebook and Instagram. I post on there as well. I don't do the whole show, but I'm not seeing a lot of pushback. So I'm encouraged by that, in my opinion, at least at this point anyway.
Yeah.
Brenda for Trump said, "Where's Alex?" He was here, Brenda. He had something to take care of with his family. So hopefully he'll be back. We'll see. But he's fine. Everything's okay. 80 Deuce Jeff said, he sent a heart me. Thanks, Deuce. Appreciate it. So let's move on to the next point here, Dave. Let's see. So yesterday, President Putin agreed to President Trump's ceasefire terms. And it just happened to be on the day when he came out to a news conference wearing battle fatigues. I mean, I think that's a significant sign that he's ready to do what he needs to do. But I'm confident too that he and President Trump are working together to make sure that the loss of life stops. And again, I tend to think that that's the direction that we're going. But again, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out.
Well, he's in a position that he's going to say yes, but still show signs of strength. And maybe that was the case of the fatigues.
Right. Exactly. Donna Parker, one of our subscribers, just said, "Love the Trump chess moves with the stock market." The man's playing 3D chess. Everybody else is playing checkers. I absolutely agree with you, Donna Parker. Absolutely, I agree. So we have Joe Waddle says, "Just slowing algorithm, not deleting." Yeah, and maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I think we're moving into a time when we have a whole lot more exposure taking place. I think that the powers, the levers of control that were in the hands of the nefarious people are now moving away from those people. And I personally think that we're going in the right direction. So, in fact, let's do a survey here. Oh, Brenda, thank you for the donut. It's appreciated. If you think that the United States, our government, is moving in the right direction, give us a 1. If you're concerned about the way the government is moving, put a 2. And if you're disheartened and think we're going down the wrong road, a 3. So 1, we're going where we should. 2, you're concerned. 3, we're not going the right way. Let's see what we have here. So we have Baghdad 1, Tina 1, Terry Dykes 1, Wendy 1, Donna Parker subscriber 1, Sassy 1, Hits, hey Hits, welcome 1, Joe V 1, 80 Deuce Jeff subscriber 1, Rock Hog 1, Susie Kabloozy's here. Hey Susie, who's a subscriber 1, Christy B a subscriber 1. Yeah, so it looks like we've got a whole bunch of 1s and a couple of 2s in there. But I agree. Our Jeff Coda subscriber said 1. Yeah, Scratch 65. Hey, Scratch, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining as a subscriber. He says 1. Choose Your Poison, a whole bunch of 1s. Matt Garfield, a subscriber. 1 times a million. Donna White, a subscriber, says 1. Excellent. So, yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction. I don't think, I mean, look at this. President Trump's been in office less than 60 days. We've had gas prices come down. We have had egg prices come down. We are looking at interest rates coming down. So many things are happening in 60 days, less than 60 days. I don't see how you could have anything other than a 1 at this point. Does that mean that we close our eyes and bury our heads in the sand? Of course not. But again, I think we are moving in the right direction. So if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out if you would. If you'd like to contribute to our daily goal of donuts. It's Friday, so we're doing donuts on a Friday. That would be wonderful. And again, we do have subscriptions available on TikTok. Would love to have you subscribe and be part of our inner circle. As soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we got a whole bunch of fun things happening. Matt Garfield, one of our subscribers, said, still need to give it more time. Yeah, I agree. We do. We have to. But again, we're moving in the right direction. So let's see. We talked about Putin. Let's talk about, here's a good one, Dave. So April 2nd, President Trump came out yesterday and he said this more than once. April 2nd is going to be a very big day for the United States of America. Now, we know that we hit 50% on our daily goal. Wonderful, everybody. Thank you so much. But he said he keeps highlighting April 2nd. Now, someone in the chat talked about the Julian calendar, that at the beginning of the new year. I think there's more going on there than meets the eye because he's brought it up multiple times.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think, Dave?
Well, and that's something that I've been keying on for a week now because he talked about April 2nd for the farmers. He said, April 2nd, we're going to be putting in more tariffs or aligning something then, and told the farmers to have fun. I'm like, have fun.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good thing, right?
Right. Exactly.
So we'll see. Yeah,
right.
It's exciting. Obviously, it's another day for us to watch, but I'm ready.
Yeah, and I'm not one of those date guys that comes out with a date. This is going to happen on this date. We don't know. There's so much going on. There's anybody that tells you they know the date of such and such is going to happen, or this is going to happen, or that's going to happen, run for the hills because nobody knows. We can make speculations. We can give ideas of what we think might happen, but the reality is nobody knows.
That's because you had 40 years, right, Sam?
What's that?
You're putting hope on a date for 40 years.
Yeah.
Wait for that day. Like,
that's a great point. One of the reasons I'm so encouraged is because I've been in this fight for 40 years. I can look at it from a 40,000 foot view. Up until 10 years ago, I mean, I was black-pilled. I didn't think we'd see this in my lifetime. But I've seen more people wake up in the last 4 years compared to the last 4 decades. And that is significant.
And it's accelerating. It's accelerating every single day.
It's moving at light speed. Donna Parker, one of our subscribers, said, just wait for the next month. Things are changing at light speed. Yeah, exactly, Donna. Absolutely, I agree. Alex, are you back? I think Alex is back. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I didn't see him come in.
I think he is. Hold on one second, everybody. We're trying to get Alex back. If that was him, I thought I saw him, but maybe not. Well, maybe we didn't. Maybe I missed it. Oh, yeah, no, wait a minute. Hold on, Alex. I'm trying to find you here. Just so everybody knows, I have this really kind of funky setup here. So trying to find these different posts is challenging. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, shoot. What did I do there? Alex. There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry for the delay there, everybody. As I said, so I've got this set up here. Welcome back, Alex. I've got this set up where I have.
For future reference, any mod can go into multi-guest and allow me backup.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Well, what I was getting at is that so I have one device with TikTok. I have another device with the 4 other platforms. I've got a computer that I'm running the chat on the other side of. So bear with me as we go through this. So we have Alicia sent a bunch of donuts. Thank you, Alicia. Dark Horse, who's a subscriber, said Trump did the same thing in his first term. Yeah, again, but he has a whole lot more control now, in my opinion. Susie, thank you for the heads up on Alex. I didn't see that right away. But so, Alex, let's see, guys, we're at now. Oh, how about cash charging? While you were gone, Alex, we had somebody asking about what do we think about Pam Bondi. My response was Pam Bondi and Kash Patel are moving at a very conservative rate, trying to get everybody, on board as we move forward. But yesterday, Kash Patel came out and he charged a high-ranking Customs and Border Protection official with defrauding FEMA. Now, if that's not bringing the receipts in terms of Kash's direction and his intentions, I don't know what is. What do you guys think?
I agree. Transparency. Bring the receipts, baby. Math doesn't lie.
I would love to hear more and more out of Cash.
You know,
And I think
One of the keys.
yeah, I agree. Hey, Alex, we've had a lot of people in the chat ask about your mom. Would you mind giving everybody a rundown just to bring them up to speed? Is that okay with you?
She's resting comfortably, and I am grateful that I am afforded the opportunity to have her here at home with us. And if I'm being completely honest, guys, I don't think Mom's going to make it through the weekend.
Well, I would encourage everyone to please send prayers for Alex and his family, and of course for his mother. I know that I do. And I just think it's phenomenal, Alex, that you have the depth of character and the intestinal fortitude to take care of your mom. I think that's wonderful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the prayers. We appreciate it.
So our Jeffco, that he was the last one who had asked about that. Rock Hog sent a whole bunch of donuts. So did Susie Kabloozy and Franny Dragonfly. You guys are great. Scratch 65 is a subscriber, said yes, receipts. Yes, the receipts are being brought. Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, Howard Lutnick, the whole cabinet, everybody in the cabinet, the appointees of President Trump. It's happening much faster than I would have ever expected. And I think we're going to see much more as we go forward. Alicia, Dark Horse, one of our subscribers, said Pam and Cash have to follow the law so it all sticks. Absolutely, Dark Horse. How many times has President Trump said we have to do it according to the law, the letter of the law? And I think that's partly why it's taking so long. You have these Superior Court judges and federal judges trying to derail the executive branch of the government. It just doesn't make logical sense.
It does make sense, Sam, because if you look at the receipts, those same judges are receiving USAID funding to their NGOs.
Exactly.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, well, it's making sense. Just, boy, I'll tell you, it's interesting. Alicia, one of our new subscribers who just subscribed. Thank you, Alicia. Welcome. And she put the praying hands. I'm sure that's for your mom, Alex.
There were lots of people that said prayers and hugs, and it's felt and appreciated. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Franny Dragonfly sent a bunch of donuts as well. Susie Kabloozy, prayers for your mom. Wonderful. Sarge, welcome, Sarge. Thank you for the friendship bracelet, or I'm not sure what that was. Hey, Robin M. Keel, one of our subscribers, is here. Good morning, Robin. Hope all is well with you. So everybody on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out if you would. Also, we have a daily donut goal that we are trying to hit today. We're getting pretty close too, so that would be wonderful if you could contribute to that. And of course, we do have subscriptions on TikTok available now. Would love to have you be part of our inner circle. Wow, Sarge just sent a whole bunch of, I think, friendship bracelets. Thank you so much, Sarge. It's appreciated. Share Baby, one of our subscribers, said, prayers and thoughts during this difficult time. Lost my mom in 2018 under similar way, so I understand. And, you know, myself included, my mom passed about 3 years ago, just under 3 years ago. She was 94 years old. She was with it mentally right up until the end. And so I know what you're going through, Alex. I can't say enough good things about what you're able to do for your mom. So Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, bring in the receipts. Now let's talk a little bit about this auto pen situation that has been coming up.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know, exactly. Oh my gosh. Fraud vitiates everything. Is that what we're looking at here? I mean, my goodness, you guys, we're talking about when 2020 is exposed. That's one thing. Hey, Sarge just subscribed. Thanks, Sarge. Glad you could be part of our inner circle. But What's so funny? What?
Allie just walked through an update on Mom. She goes, Mom wants lipstick, and she came and got lipstick and is headed to the living room.
Oh, bless Allie Mae too. Allie Mae, you're wonderful for supporting Alex like you do. And we miss you in the chats. We haven't seen you in a while, but I know you have your hands full.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to this auto pen thing. So if in fact, or when, I guess I should say when in fact, they prove that maybe Biden wasn't ever supposed to be in that position with the auto pen on top of it, what do you guys think? How do you see that playing out?
Well, as the article read that I looked at, there are a great number of inconsistencies in the use of the auto pen, which if you guys don't understand what that is, it's the signing of documents that our commander in chief or resident or whatever you would call him used. And there's some discrepancies on dates and times and where he was and how it happened and what I think one of the interesting things that brought this to the surface was the whole host of pardons that were done were done with that auto pen. So truth is stranger than fiction. The movie is getting really good. If we compared it to Superman, like I think last year Lois Lane was down in the crack in the earth in California where the San Andreas had opened up, and now we're in this chaos and I believe here before too long the world's going to start spinning backwards.
Yeah, there's going to be, when the exposure happens, you guys, with 2020, that's going to, in my opinion, lead to the exposure of 2022. I don't think for a second that Kamala Harris got 70 million votes in 2024. And if we go backwards, how much more is going to be exposed? Well, I guess suppose only time will tell.
I think it's going to be more than that. I think that they're going to be able to show, going back to 2 administrations ago, what was going on and how things were auto penned. It's wild times to be alive, my friend.
It is.
You guys know the rules on the auto pen? Do they have to have a court order for him? There has to be something previously approved or something like that. I don't think it's just like a mandatory.
No, well, he has to. What was? Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
There's something there that he has to do in order to auto pen it, and I think it's not just a one-time deal. I think it's like a refresher or every time he does it.
Well, let's let Alex look at that while I do some housekeeping here. Scratch 65, who's a subscriber, said the question of legality of those documents. Right. Dark Horse's subscriber said fraud negates all contracts. You're absolutely right, Dark Horse. Susie Kabluzzi, a subscriber, said, who hit the auto pen button sign is what I want to know. Very good question. Dark Horse, a subscriber, said, future proves past. Absolutely. And as you know now, Dark Horse, you're part of the inner circle. We do reference that other board quite a bit. We don't really call it what it is, but I think we all know what we're talking about. And you're right. Future does prove past. So again, if you're on TikTok, double tap that screen, share this live out. If you can contribute to our daily donut goal, we're only about, I think, 6 donuts away from hitting our goal. And again, we do have subscriptions available on TikTok. Sorry, Alex, go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Sorry to interrupt. The Wikipedia article says an auto pen or signing machine is a device used for automatic signing of signatures. Celebrities may be asked to provide their signatures many times a day, such as celebrities receiving requests for autographs. Consequently, many public figures employ auto pens to allow their signature to be penned on demand and without their direct involvement. So the the president that I want in control of things, I want that man's hand moving the pen.
You mean like we saw how many times so far during the President Trump's current administration? Exactly. Well, again, fraud vitiates everything. So we're going to have to see how it plays out. All right, guys. And then lastly, today,
the controversy around what's going on is that the auto pen signature and actual signature don't match, right? So when you have an auto pen machine, the person who's going to use the auto pen sits down and puts their signature into auto machine, and
it's kind of like the DocuSign stuff, right?
Well, yes, but you with the auto pen, you sit down, you set it up, and you put your signature in, and then it's like DocuSign, right? Like when you open a DocuSign, you sign it, and then you hit next, and it puts whatever. But I think some of the controversy is his actual handwritten signature is not matching up at all to what the auto pen signature is.
Interesting. And wasn't the signature that was used for him to withdraw from the race, wasn't that different than the auto pen signature?
Correct.
Which
Libs of TikTok put out, and God, look, the new Attorney General, Andrew Bailey, over in Missouri, this dude is freaking on fire. But Andrew Bailey asked the DOJ to investigate whether Biden's cognitive mental decline allowed unelected officials to make decisions without his knowledge or approval. And that's really what is at stake here, folks. Like we already understand cognitive decline. We understand that it was ruled that upon interview that he was not able to answer questions about things that needed to be answered, but he's still okay to run the country. Like, wait, what? So it would make sense that if that were true, and I'm not saying it is, TikTok, just my personal opinion, that if that's true that he was not able to, then of course they
can't
auto signing device to make that happen. So I've got a phone call. Be right back.
Okay. Well, and I think that begs the question too, you guys, is if and when, or I shouldn't say if, when 2020 is exposed, we are in a constitutional crisis at that point. It's never happened before. Well, how does that play out in the real world? Once we expose 2020, what's going to happen at that point? There's no way to tell because it's never happened before. And now, I don't know what to expect. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know.
I missed the question because I was on the call.
I was just talking about 2020. Once 2020 gets exposed, how it's a constitutional crisis. What are we going to do? I don't know.
Look, I think that this has been gamed out, right? I think that this has been gamed out probably going back to 15, right? This has all been gamed out. Game theory. If you haven't read on game theory, man, do yourself a favor and dig into game theory. But think about chess. If I move my pawn, I know that 2 moves from now I'm moving that pawn so that I can bring out either my knight or my bishop. Like it's all in the moves and counter moves. And I think that if you know the playbook, you've already planned for what that looks like. And I mean, for us, I'm not a constitutional scholar. I'm not a Supreme Court justice.
Right.
But the Constitution is pretty plain Jane simple to read and understand.
Right. I agree. Let me do a little house cleaning here. Tweety Boo is here. Good morning, Tweety Boo. Dark Horse, who's a subscriber, said Trump knows exactly what he's signing. Absolutely. And he also said, Dark Horse said, Trump doesn't use the auto pen. Of course. Again, I am confident that President Trump is following the letter of the law so that it doesn't come back in any negative way going forward. All right, everybody. So if you would double tap that screen, share this live out. We are very close to our daily goal. I think we only need a couple more donuts to hit our daily goal. And if you can help us with that, that would be wonderful. If you're on X, YouTube, Facebook, or Rumble, please give us the thumbs up or the positive affirmation button. And yes, we do have subscriptions on TikTok now. So if you'd like to join and be part of our inner circle, we would love to have you. So, all right, guys. Well, it looks like, hey, did we? No, not yet. I thought we just hit it.
I tried.
Martin's Honest just sent a donut. Oh, Alex sent a donut. Slow down. Christy B just sent a donut. We're at 124. One more, and we are there. We could say, hey, there we go. Christy B and AJMCSJ just sent it. Thank you, everybody, for helping us meet our daily goal. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we've been on. Pamela sent more. Sarge sent more. Farmer Boy sent more. Thanks so much, you guys. So, all right. Well, we're going to, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. I think we have covered quite a bit. Oh, and also, everybody, tomorrow, on our live tomorrow, we are going to have a special guest. We are going to have Dr. Peter Glidden on with us tomorrow morning. And we're going to launch about 9 a.m. Pacific time. And Dr. Glidden is going to be on here. And if you're on TikTok, go over to Real Dr. Glidden. That's Real Dr. Glidden, Real Dr. Glidden. Give him a follow. He's back on TikTok. He got banned. He's back. And he is a wealth of information when it comes to health and fitness, health and wellness. And we're just excited to have him back on the show again. So, as I said, we have covered everything in the news today. Thank you all for being here. I know that we are moving in the right direction. Dave, final thoughts?
I appreciate you guys all being here. Thanks, Sam, for having us. Alex, we'll be praying for you over the weekend. Never easy. Keep it, watch it. Trump only sleeps 4 or 5 hours a night, so it'll be busy.
Alex, can't hear you.
He's on the phone, I think.
Oh, he's on the phone still. Okay.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Well, I think Alex is on a phone call, so we are just going to go ahead and hits. You have a blessed weekend too. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. We're moving in the right direction. Don't be worried about what you may or may not see. Good things are happening. Lots of good things are happening. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we're not even aware of. So, Alex, are you back?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Final thoughts.
I was looking something up. Sorry, Sam. Someone said something about Arlington Cemetery removing.
While you're doing that real quick, Tweety Boo, what are the best time to catch you guys? Tweety Boo, we are live 6 days a week, typically between 8 and 9 a.m. Pacific time. And we do pop on occasionally during the afternoons. And tomorrow we have a special guest, Dr. Peter Glidden. So we'll be on at 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow with Dr. Glidden, it looks like.
Someone had said something about Arlington Cemetery website drops links for Blacks, Hispanic, and women veterans.
Well, we can save it for tomorrow if we need it.
I don't see.
Hey, Lisa Maria just made it. Hey, Lisa, we're just wrapping up right now, Lisa Maria, who's a subscriber. And we will be having a special live tomorrow with Dr. Peter Glidden. So everybody on TikTok, go over to Real Dr. Glidden. Give him a follow. He'll be on with us tomorrow.
Okay, so what happened was they didn't remove any people from the website. They simply removed specific links that would have separated one veteran group from another veteran group, is my understanding. So,
okay.
Final thoughts. I'm all over the place today, Sam. I'm an emotional kind of guy today.
Of course.
Time's the only thing we can't make more of, ladies and gentlemen. And I would challenge you that take a minute or two, and if you have beef with a family member, if you have a situation or someone that you haven't talked to in a while because of some difference that, you know, in the grand scheme of things really doesn't matter, make that phone call today. Just pick up the phone and make that call, because time is the only thing we can't make more of. My mom said it best, actually yesterday. She said, nobody gets out alive.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Well, Alex, I know I speak for everyone here. Blessings and prayers to you and your family. Hang in there. I know it's difficult. And everybody out there, thank you for being with us this morning. Thank you for being part of our live. Thank you for being subscribers. Thank you for the gifts. We are moving in the right direction. We are truly moving into the golden age. So everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow on Tomorrow Morning's Live with Dr. Peter Glidden. In the meantime, enjoy your day, and we will talk again soon. Thanks, Alex.
Have a blessed day, guys. Bye-bye.